Welcome back and welcome to another edition of Women in Sports. The wait is finally over for my basketball fans. The WNBA preseason begins this weekend and the Indiana Fever will be playing twice. On Saturday, the Fever welcomed the Washington Mystics to Indiana. Then on Sunday, Caitlin Clark and crew will be returning to Iowa City to play the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena. And yesterday, the Fever unveiled their new motto for the year, Now You Know. Yesterday was also the first day of training camp. Only 5 players are returning for the Fever this year, and they've got a brand new head coach. Clark told reporters yesterday that it'll take some time to mesh together, but the vibes are already good. And for the first time ever, every single WNBA preseason game will be available through a national broadcast or streaming. Before this, get this, only one preseason game in the league's history had been shown on national TV, and that was back in 2019. Preseason kicks off on Friday night when the Las Vegas Aces take on the Dallas Wings. And while we're talking about the WNBA, check this out. Sports outfitter Fanatics released the list of their best-selling jerseys of 2024, and the only woman on the list was Caitlin Clark. She had the second best-selling jersey of the year, only trailing Steph Curry. All right, let's talk about some tennis. The 2025 Madrid Open is happening right now, and we officially have 2 American tennis players advancing to tomorrow's quarterfinal rounds. First up, the pride of Rock Island, Illinois, and the world's 5th-seeded player, Madison Keys. She'll take on the defending Madrid Open champion and world #1, Iga Swiatek. At 30 years old, Keys is now the 2nd oldest woman in Madrid Open history to make it to the quarterfinals in back-to-back years. The only woman older was Serena Williams. The other American playing tomorrow is Coco Gauff. It will be the 2 youngest players in the world's top 30, Gauff and her Russian opponent, facing off. This is their 3rd meeting, with Gauff winning the first 2. And this is the first time Gauff has made it to the quarters of the Madrid Open, meaning she has now reached the quarterfinals of every current Women's Tennis Association 1000 event, except her home tournament in Miami. In golf, the LPGA's first Grand Slam of the season took place in Texas this weekend, and it was 23-year-old Mao Saigo of Japan who won the Chevron Championship. To do so, she had to win a 5-way playoff on Sunday, but after sinking a 3-foot putt for birdie, she had done it. It was extra special after last year's season when she finished 2nd at 2 different tournaments. The Professional Women's Hockey League is officially expanding. The PWHL awarding its future 7th franchise to Vancouver, and that team will start this next season. This is the league's first expansion and the first PWHL team on the West Coast. Also, this team will be the primary tenant in their home venue, the Pacific Coliseum, making them the first PWHL team where that's happened. We'll keep you updated once we know the team's new name. We have 2 local ladies on this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout list. First up, Kelly Grobstich from Assumption. This past weekend, she won the 100-meter dash at the Drake Relays. And she is joined by Pleasant Valley's Grace Boleyn. She was on the winning 4x800 relay team and earned herself a 2nd-place finish at the Drake Relays. You can scan this QR code to cast your vote, or you can always head over to WQAD.com. The poll is open on the homepage until tomorrow at noon. Each week's winner is featured on Off the Cuff. And finally tonight, a story that happened over the Easter weekend that we weren't able to tell you about last week, and it has to do with the Boston Marathon. At this year's marathon, it was a Kenyan runner, Sharon Lockdye, who finished first for the women. In doing so, she shattered the women's course record, finishing in a record 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 22 seconds. That is more than 2.5 minutes faster than the previous record, which was set in 2014. This was Sharon's 2nd major marathon championship after winning the New York City Marathon in 2022. And that'll do it for this week's edition of Women in Sports.